Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 631-756-1125 for the best prices in town. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. Also brought to you by Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst on Long Island. 631-957-5106 is their phone number. Your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs. And their website is liholidaylighting.com. We've got severe thunderstorm watches up, and they cover a number of counties. It's mostly the western half of New Jersey that is under a severe thunderstorm watch, and that includes the northwestern corner and also the southwestern corner. And we also have a severe thunderstorm watch this watch extends southward into southeastern Pennsylvania, covers a few counties also in eastern and northeastern Pennsylvania, down into Delaware, almost all of Maryland, and Virginia. Into Virginia. And what we're seeing here, we've been watching the temperatures and the wind direction. If you look from New York City on eastward, temperatures are in the 60s with dew points in the 60s, and also the wind is coming in from off the ocean. So that is going to stabilize the atmosphere in that area. But if you go out to the west, you start to see temperatures that are up into the 70s with dew points in the upper 60s to around 70, and even seeing some 80-degree readings popping up in parts of southern New Jersey, down into Delaware, Maryland, around the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area. So it looks like it's prime for severe weather just to the west of New York City, at least for the moment. There are no additional watches that I'm anticipating going up. This might be the one and only, but we'll let SPC do its thing. But the atmosphere certainly is ripe for thunderstorm development. If you look back here on the satellite loop down in southern Indiana, you see that little twist there. That's where the trough is that is swinging eastward. We've got a weak cold front that's running out ahead of it. And the clouds, are you starting to see some higher cloud tops there, some clusters of showers and thunderstorms that are developing. We're going to look at the Tornado HQ radar here, still shot, and this is as of 3:30 p.m. You're seeing a few cells developing between Harrisburg and Allentown, also southeast of Harrisburg, well west of Philadelphia, at least as of 3:30, and then some other cells northwest of Washington, D.C. We even have a working severe thunderstorm warning that is up for parts of northwestern Virginia. All of this is going to start revving up and swinging to the east. My anticipation is that when those storms reach the coast, they are going to start to weaken as they continue their move to the east, because of the fact that we've been seeing, at least for southern New England and for Long Island, and possibly even the Hudson Valley, we're seeing these winds coming in from the south. And again, as we said earlier, that stabilizes the atmosphere, but does look pretty ripe with daytime heating going on, thanks to some breaks in the cloud cover that you can see there on the satellite. So we're going to work our way through this. And here's WPC, the rainfall totals, and all of this is coming from whatever we get today and any scattered activity for tomorrow. They're only showing about a quarter to a half an inch, with a few pockets getting a little bit more, but you never know with thunderstorms. You get one that sits over you for a period of time, and you could put down a quick inch or more of rain. So we'll just watching to see how the radar evolves. Elsewhere, heavy rains continue in eastern North Carolina, where we have flash flood watches up there. Also continuing to see heavy rains across Texas, East Texas, and southwestern and southeastern Louisiana, on the order of several to maybe 5 additional inches of rain on top of the many inches that have fallen over the last several days. All right, so let's take a look. This is the I saved the HRRR from earlier today because one of the problems you have with all these different short-range models is each has a different picture of how things are going to work out. Now, we had Of course, showers and storms with the that developed in clusters this morning, and those moved away. Now we're seeing from earlier today, the HRRR looked like it wanted to spike a line from about New York City southwest to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. We'll take a look at the latest HRRR model, and we were seeing the storms also again spiking up in roughly the same spot that you saw on the earlier model run. Some heavy cells in there. This is not going to be one of those solid squall lines. You're going to have isolated cells embedded in a general area of showers, and some of those cells are potentially going to be severe. On this run, you're seeing those storms lift up northeastward, up into the Hudson Valley and western Connecticut, kind of holding their own as they move to the northeast. In the meantime, we're also just rolling it back from earlier. You see those storms scattered around the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area up to about Philadelphia, into southeast and parts of south central PA. Again, area of showers and downpours with embedded thunderstorm cells in there. And that's going to just pretty much lift up and move along to the northeast. So once this cold front gets through, it's going to slow down. If you look on the lower right, there's a high there, and that's the Atlantic Ridge. And the front's going to slow down. It's going to have to wait for the upper trough that's going to come through tomorrow to give it a good push and get it out of the way. So starting from tomorrow morning, I'll just run the GFS, has a little bit more of a robust look with these storms this evening. And then you see this little area, this area of rain that develops early tomorrow morning from eastern North Carolina and Virginia on up to New Jersey and Long Island. That pulls away. The upper trough swings by. There might be a couple of scattered showers or a thunderstorm that will develop during the afternoon. And after that, we're going to see a big ridge from off the East Coast that is going to build nicely, and that ridge is going to build up through the eastern part of the United States, and that's going to set us up for some very, very warm weather and gradually turning more humid as we go through the weekend and into next week. So just starting with tomorrow, we're looking at high temperatures tomorrow that are going to be in the 70s, mid to upper 70s from northern New Jersey, north and east, and upper 70s and low 80s from there, south and west. Look for clouds. There'll be some breaks of sun in there. There are also going to be some showers around, and maybe the chance that there could be some scattered thunderstorms into the afternoon. And then on Saturday, we're done with the shower and thunderstorm mentions in the forecast until further notice. We're going to see temperatures on Saturday warm up considerably, as highs will reach up into the 80s in most locations. Even a couple of 90-degree readings showing up around Trenton and Philadelphia and into southeastern Pennsylvania. On Sunday, it's going to be a hot day. Temperatures reaching upper 80s to even some middle 90s popping up in the same general area. Trenton, Philadelphia, southeast PA, central and south Jersey away from the coast could see temperatures up at around 94 or 5. The dew points will be coming up as well, so the humidity will be going up. And then Monday and Tuesday of next week, it'll be more of the same. Wind direction is going to play a key in terms of how hot it gets, but we certainly should see temperatures in the 90s away from the ocean. The beaches will probably be a good place to be with all of this. And it doesn't look like we're going to see any rain until at the earliest next Wednesday, when the next cold front will at some point approach and maybe try to move through here late Wednesday or Wednesday night. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125. OmniTrueValue.com, the website, and Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst. Use them when it comes time to decorate your house for Christmas, or maybe you want to do this as a business. And their website is liholidaylighting.com. So just once again, really quick to review, severe thunderstorm watch in effect through this evening for the western counties of New Jersey, most of eastern Pennsylvania, southeast PA, south central PA, virtually all of the state of Maryland, all of Delaware, and a good chunk of the state of Virginia. So keep an eye on the radar, which is what we'll be doing as things are likely to get busy in just a little bit. Joe and Joe show tonight at, I believe it's 8:30 Eastern time. I think that's what he told me. So 8:30 Eastern time for the Joe and Joe weather show.